Goodbye to all my friends I've known it.
Well, I did have some cool music for getting started, but somebody clicked the wrong button. Anyway, good morning, folks. It is Saturday, and I'm Tim, the lockpicking patrolman, and this is Cornelia, the shop cat. And I hope everybody had a great week this week. Rune, thank you for getting the lights this morning. Dana, you were right behind him, along with G-Key Man, who is listening today. Drive safely. You drive about as much as I used to. I'm pretty sure. Ronald, good morning. Let's see, Legless, Log Picker, good afternoon. Miko Wolf, good morning. Let's see here. Litter Picker, good morning. Night Owl, good morning. Good to have you back this weekend. Kurt O. Lock and Key, happy Saturday to you as well. So yeah, this week was actually a pretty decent week. Hey Jay, yes, you are here on time this week. You are not late, therefore your pay does not get docked as it did last week. But no, pretty good week this week. Did some big jobs and come here. No. Don't need you typing anymore. Yes. But did some good jobs this week. Can't really remember a whole lot. Don't know if that's a good thing or not. Yesterday, I was knocking them out of the park yesterday, actually, as far as time. No, come here. I don't know how to get rid of that. I don't need to see the code. There we go. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, yesterday I was moving along a pretty good clip and got all but one of the scheduled jobs done before noon yesterday, and that included some driving, some pretty decent driving from Charlotte to Concord to back up to the area where the shop's in, Cornelius, and then got a couple jobs in the afternoon that I did, and yeah, then went home for the weekends. So Monday's shaping up. Well, Monday's already scheduled, and I'm going to be just leaving from the house. Probably won't even get to the shop at all Monday. Got like 4 jobs to do, but they're all spread out. They're all for the same customer, just different locations. So I'll be kind of on a road trip, and hopefully I'll time it just right and be able to get back home. Just come straight back home instead of going all the way to the shop. But anyway, this weekend I really do need to straighten up the back of the truck. It's a mess. I had it fairly well organized and cleaned up and everything, but then yesterday, between job sites, I had a how to put it, had an idiot just decide to stop as soon as the light turned yellow, and everything from the back of the truck came up to the front of the truck. So it's a mess right now. But anyway, let's see, who else do we have here? We've got, let's see. Yeah, Rune, I think of course, she's a cat. She knows that all time is her time. So, anyway, she's being very loving today. Sit down. Here. Sit down. Sit down. Come here. Here. Here's your throne. Okay. Let's see. Robert Patton, good morning. Jeff, you made it. Cool. New content coming for Wednesday morning. That's awesome. Let's see. That's my average number of daily jobs in a day. Normally, depending on what they are, I get between 4 to 6, I'm going to say. Just depending on what they are and where they are and how much time we allot for driving and doing the actual work. Wednesday, actually, had a rekey job for a church, 40 doors exterior, and fortunately, all but 3 of them were Schlage large format IC. So that was easy enough to pull out, and pulled them all out. Marie helped me on it, and she pulled all the cores, brought them to me. She had other jobs she had to go do, but then she also cut the keys for them. So that worked out pretty good. They were all Everest keyways, so I mean it was easy enough to do. Had it scheduled for the whole day, wound up being done by noon, and got a couple other jobs caught up that afternoon. So, but it just depends on driving distance and what it is and how much time we allot for it. Yesterday I think I went on a total of 6 jobs. Day before I can't remember, but the thing is we cover a fairly large area, and so you have to allot for all the driving time as well in your job scheduling. Let's see here. Fonzie Cunningham, good morning. Let's see. Need a bigger Tim's to bring home box in the van. I had speaking of Kaba, which we will speak on Kaba for the main content today, but I actually took off a Kaba 5000, which is the lever. It is the mechanical version. Let's see. Similar to this, it only had 5 digits. I think it's 5,000. But it was something like that, and I was going to pull I pulled it off, and I had it in the truck, and when I got back to the shop, cleaning out the truck, I'm like, do I want to bring this home? And then I said, no, I've got too much junk sitting over here that probably never going to do anything with. So, but I do bring some interesting stuff home. Let's see here. Dave Addion, good morning. Saying hi, then catching the replay. Alrighty. Awesome. Let's see. Jay, you had a nice, easy day with a new worker bee? Cool. Firefighter 1241, good morning. Rune, she is barking up the wrong tree if she's looking for me. Nah. You all know I'll be here for her. It's gonna be soon, I'm afraid. Let's see here. Yeah, love LFIC jobs, yeah. Because you don't have to take, we don't keep best or A2 IC small format pinning kits. We don't keep those on the trucks. We keep them in the shop, and then if we have a job in the field that needs them, we'll take it with us. But yeah, LFIC, I love it because you use normal keys. I think these were either 123 or 145 keyways. So yeah, I mean, you just got to make sure that you've got the control key blanks, both in case if the customer does not have a control key, and also so you can cut a new key to the control. Let's see, litter picker. Kitty gets pets whenever she walks on the keyboard, and she will continue to do so. Yep. Yes, she does. And she made some new emojis earlier in the chat. Let's see. Duro 20. Good morning. Employees, there are a total of 4 folks in the shop that I work for, including myself, the boss, his wife, Marie, another locksmith, and myself. And we stayed pretty busy. Let's see, Anthony, good morning. Let's see. Jeff, same here, 4 to 8 jobs, try to stay at, yeah. Emergency jobs do always show up. See, the thing is, we don't work nights and weekends unless if it's sort of like predetermined, pre-scheduled, which is why I'm able to do Saturday lives. Really do like that, but you know, we do have some jobs that we can finish up on the weekends or finish up after hours, you know, or after 5, I should say, just depending on what they are and where they are and what we're trying to do and how far behind we are, because as we like to say, we're booked 2 weeks out and we're 2 weeks behind, which, I mean, that's a good thing. We like the business. Kind of helps pay for things, you know? Like that, except the push buttons always fall off. Jada, which lock were you talking about for push buttons that fall off? Jeff, you can't hire anybody? Yeah, I don't know. I think boss might be... He would probably hire somebody if the right person came along. I don't know. He's the boss, not me. Yeah, Dana, she is big. She's about to pop. Let's see, have I done any automotive work yet? Miko, I have opened 2 cars, and I've cut and programmed a couple keys at the shop, but I just have no desire really to do automotive. And I think the reason why I don't have any desire to really do automotive is because I want, if I do something, I want to be able to do all parts of it so that I'm not just a codesmith. And I really don't have any interest in pulling cars apart. I've pulled cars apart before in the past, to not for locksmithing, but for, you know, trying to run emergency equipment and stuff like that. And I really didn't enjoy it. Trying to get everything back together, I really don't like it. So yeah, Duro 20. No, it's not my company. I could not build the business in the short time I've been doing this. That the company I work for, you know, we have a lot of people and a lot of big clients and big customers. And that's one of the reasons why I don't ever say the name of where I work for on video publicly. And, you know, but I can talk about some of it, but not all of it. Let's see. Let's look at the chat. Y'all are chatting away this morning. Jeff Moss, good morning. Let's see. Just got finished a couple days ago cleaning a Ford key. Pretty easy. Yeah. I mean, I've learned how to do early 2000s Jeeps. I can do that. I've done a few others, other makes and models that don't require a whole lot of, you know, funny things, but I guess the early 2000s Jeeps where you have to cut a non-chipped key and the chipped key both and use them to program with, and pulling the pin and all that good stuff with the programmer, which we've got the Auto Pro Pad and we've got another one, another programmer that's smaller, and then we just got the Autel 2, I think, maybe. Let's see here. Okay, Jay, you were talking about the 5000 series. Yeah, I actually replaced the Kaba I took off. It was actually yesterday. Was it yesterday? No. Yesterday or day before? I think it was the day before yesterday. The Kaba that I took off that I eventually wound up throwing away. I replaced it with the CO100 Schlage. And the only problem that we've had with that is something Schlage actually knows about and they're working on. The keypad, the numbers will fade very quickly if they are exposed to weather. Now the new models, if you buy them brand new, they have fixed that issue. And if you have an older one, they will actually warranty the keypad itself. And so all you have to do is just swap out that keypad membrane and it will supposedly not fade off. Rune, I never opened cars as a patrolman. In fact, the reason why I have so many Ford tryout keys in my kit, and they might even be over here somewhere. I don't see them over here. I've got them somewhere, but there's a whole ring of, was it H51 or H57, whatever that common Ford key is. See, I don't even know my key blanks for Ford. But the reason why I have so many is that every single time I would get a different patrol car, even if it was just temporarily, I would make a copy of the key because I was so bad at locking myself out of the patrol car. Even had to call another officer to come bring their unlock kit over and unlock me. Let's see. Jeff, yeah. Yep, the no auto team. Eventually, one day, I might join your no auto, no residential team, but we do a lot of residential. And I really don't mind it because it's helping people out. And I'm going to talk about a residential job that I had Wednesday and yesterday. Talk a little bit about that, but I mean, I really don't mind it because people just, they don't know, and you know, things kind of wear out and break and do stuff. Just like I did a rekey yesterday, residential rekey, and it was a higher end home, not like $1 million, but it was probably in the 300s, and the woman was very, very nice. She had lost one of her keys and wanted to make sure that, you know, nobody could get in. And the housing, like, construction developer, it was a development. Come here. Good girl. Good kid. Yeah. Here. Come here. Good girl. Yes. There you go. Anyway, when I was rekeying the house, rekeying the cylinders out in the truck, I noticed that there were master wafers in there. There were master wafers and construction ball bearings. And I told the woman, I said, I asked her, I said, you don't rent, right? I said, you own this house? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, well, this house was master keyed, which means whoever in the world has the master key or a copy of it could have walked into your house at any time. I said, so, you know, it's a good thing that you had us, you know, rekey it. Let's look here. Who else is in here? see. Push buttons falling off of the 5000. The one that I replaced the other day with the CO lock, which I'm going to bring in a CO lock, a CO 100 one day. One day it will happen. And I'm going to go through what a pain in the ass it is to assemble when you're installing a brand new one. Because they basically send you like a kit. And, I mean, of course you have to drill some extra holes, but that's not that bad if you have the jig for it. It's just assembling everything as you go. That's kind of a pain. Yes, you're shedding. Yes, you are. What was that for? Let's see. Simplex have to take a lot of damage before the buttons will come off. Yeah, actually the one that I took off the other day, what I was saying, what had happened was what was it? Something inside had failed, and it was basically at the point where all you had to do was push the enter button, and that would unlock it. That's not good. Altel has definitely paid for itself this year, saving up. Alright, Firefighter, H75, yeah, that's right. Firefighter, what we use is the LKP machine for our high security stuff. We also have another one that will do it. It's a little bit smaller. I forget the brand of it, though. The only auto work I've ever enjoyed was generating replacement keys from heavily worn originals where a few cuts were indeterminate. Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty cool to be able to be able to, I guess, take an old worn out key and then cut a new one back to spec based on precision guesswork. Hey Jason, screw the 5000. Yeah, I really don't like Kaba. The only time that we will, generally speaking, the only time that we will order Kaba and install it is for direct swap out replacement. Just because we do get a lot of Kaba that fails. And they're not that old when they fail. But yeah. Trilogy, alarm lock trilogy, like the DL2700, I've actually gotten kind of fond of those. As long as I have my installation jig to install it, or it's a direct swap out, it actually does have a lot of features that the CO100 doesn't. The CO200 has some more features, and further up you go in the CO series, you can get more and more. But the only thing I don't like about the Trilogy alarm locks is that if it's the kind you can use an external programmer and basically use your laptop to program in all the codes and everything. The thing about that, from what I understand, is once you use the laptop to program it, you always have to use it to program it. You can't just go out to the keypad and add another code. And I don't like that. I would like to have both options, because if it's something where I'm, 5 minutes away from a job and they say, hey, we can't figure out how to add a code to this alarm lock that we have, and you get out there and try to program the code and realize that it was programmed by a computer, then you'd have to turn around and go back to the shop, get the computer, drive back out to the job. No. That's the only thing I don't like. So automotive is meh. Rather have see, good profits in duplicating keys. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see. Who else is here? Cloudy but no tornadoes. Commercial is usually the best work. Yeah, I like commercial. I mean, we do a ton of commercial. You know, the way that I explain it to friends and family that, you know, ask, because they think locksmiths just make copies of keys and change the locks and tumble the tumblers. You know, I tell them that everything that's connected to a door and makes it operate, we do. And, you know, that's very true. I did a job, was it this week or last week? I can't remember. I did a job recently at a charter school where it was swap out a lever and then replace 3 closers and fix 1 door. And I did it in like an hour and a half, and there was a comma in the price tag for the bill. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty decent work. Let's see, what else here? Nate Gunn, good morning. You need a shop cat to distract me. Yeah, Jason. She's getting ready to have cats. So you are more than welcome. You and Kim are more than welcome to adopt 1 or more of her kittens that she's getting ready to have. And in fact, if you cover my travel expense, I will bring them to you. or even meet you halfway. Like, meet me in Atlanta, where she came from. Why are you giving me the stink eye? Let's see. If you had a shop cat, you would need to upgrade shop safety. Yeah, that is the one thing. With Cornelia being out here in the shop, I'm not going to be cutting or drilling anything anytime soon. And the back bedroom in my house is a disaster zone right now, so I have to work on that. I'm going to work on that some this afternoon, this weekend, to try to get it done. I actually turned down overtime this weekend so that I could get that done, and you know, clean everything up. I got to rip the carpet out, paint the walls because they are hideous. Patch a couple places in the walls, and it's just stuff that's needed to be done since I bought the house 3 years ago. But just now, you know, I'm realizing with this one, we're gonna need more space in the house, and I'm not gonna bring her inside before she has the kittens because that would be just too much stress. And I don't think I'm gonna have the time to get it all done. Let's see. Regardless of the version, we all know a magnet will open everyone that remotely looks like a simplex. Yep, that's it, according to the internet. Duro, would I rather have an alarm lock than a CO100? I like both. The CO100, I've not seen a failure on. I've replaced, in the last year-ish that I've been doing this, I've replaced probably at least, well, I've got 3 sitting over here on the shelf, alarm locks that I've taken off and replaced, either with a CO or another trilogy. Depends on what I want to do. If I want to have it in passage mode, like during the day, scheduled passage mode, the CO200 can do that if you have the computer programmer for it. Again, the trilogy you can program just right there on the spot. if I just wanted a single access code that was easy to reprogram, but was like commercial grade, I would do the CO100. So if I needed easy reprogramming, easy scheduling, I would do the Trilogy. If I wanted a good solid electronic keypad lock, I would do the CO. And the 200 you can schedule, but like I said, you gotta have a computer. Let's see here. Hey, lockpicking scale and new house lock and key. Good morning. It's quicker to rekey a key than get a new one. Exterior gate locks needing the double one what, Jason? Secure Tech, good morning. Jeez, we got a lot of people here. User number slots, yeah. I think I actually did program a 2800. I had one that I needed to program, like, God, it was something like 60 or 70 codes. And I actually did that at the shop. Like, I set it up and installed the lock on one of our display stands and programmed all the codes, and then disassembled it, took it out to the job site, and installed it on the door. That way I wasn't standing there at the door. It was cold weather then too, so that way I wasn't standing there in the cold at the door programming 50 million codes in there. 900s, okay. Read back status codes. Kill makes armband. Special knowledge. Yeah, this is the one we're going to tear apart. 7,000, I believe. Is that right? 7,000 for this one, the deadbolt. We actually fresh installed 2 of these at an HOA for their tennis courts, and because the way that the gates were, the narrow style, it wasn't even this way. It was a more narrow style version of this. We did that a few months ago, or maybe last year even. Let's see. Plenty of Mississippi cats. Yeah, Jason, there are plenty of cats here. And I guess biologically speaking, they would be Georgia cats, not North Carolina cats. Trilogy greater than CO. T2 town, no small part to me. Yeah, I mean, the T2 series, the only thing that sets me back on them is the fact that I've had to replace a bunch of them. And looking back in the work order history in our system that we have, a lot of them are only 5 or 6 years old. And like there's one sitting over there I pulled out one Saturday, and as soon as you plug the battery pack in, it just goes wild beeping, and it is fried. And it was only 5 years old. If I'm going to spend, $600, $700, $800, $900 on a lock, I want it to last more than 5 years. That's my biggest thing. All right, Jason. We'll see you later. 7,000. Yeah, the Chabot lock. Yeah. Yeah, I think we talked about that one Saturday, Jay. Spent days trying to fix a fire hazard at the light fixture. Ooh, well that's not good, Night Owl. Alright, so before we get into this, last job story of the week. Yeah. Had a customer call. Excuse me. Customer called, set up an appointment for us to come out and install a level bolt. Now, you guys remember Caesar gave me this lock back first of the year. One that he had taken off of either his father or father-in-law's condo. And we discussed it, talked about it. This is the level lock. The level bolt is just the hub that goes inside the door and the actual deadbolt that houses the battery that we talked about. And basically it comes with interchangeable tailpiece adapters depending on the brand of lock that you have. If you get a call from a customer asking you to install the level bolt and you get there and it doesn't have this outside or inside, then if their existing deadbolt is a Yale, tell them it won't work. I mean, you can try it, but Yale residential hardware sucks. If there is one locksmith here in the chat right now who, I don't care if it's the only thing you say or not. In fact, here, I'm going to do this. There. In the chat, now there is a poll. And so that way, even you lurkers, because we've got 22 concurrent viewers here, and maybe 8 or 9 in the chat, 10 maybe in the chat. So please vote. I'm going to leave it open for a little bit. But Yale sucks. It absolutely sucks. And if you have a customer who is wanting you to install a level bolt, just tell them no if they've got Yale on the door when you walk up. Just say, look, it won't work. And the reason why I say that is the tailpiece sticks out the back of the exterior trim part, the cylinder, sticks out too far. And the interior on the thumb turn, it also, the little drive that grabs the tailpiece through the bolt, it actually is too long as well. So even on a standard, thickness residential exterior door, this was actually in a condo setting. It was too thick. It would not fit because of the thickness of the hub, and it was Yale, so it needed to be replaced anyway. Anyhow, just tell them, say, look, buy the level lock if you need it. The customer that I had was in a high-rise condo building, and the HOA said that residents cannot have exterior electronic keypads. Well, they've got layers and layers and layers of access control. Access control for exterior doors, access control for the elevators, is fairly well protected. And if you remember from when we talked about this one, I said that it would be a great interior door lock, because it is really, really feature rich. You can add it to Apple HomeKit. You can have it connected with an app. You can do all sorts of stuff. Plus, you have the the mechanical keys. And a cool feature, not cool, is you can touch it and it will lock. I mean, that's pretty darn cool. And if you have it set up correctly with your phone and your HomeKit, if you're using HomeKit, if you're close enough, you can touch it to unlock as well. But you have to leave the geofence area and then come back. Anyway, let's see. Let's look at the chat. Anyway, long story short, the first day I went there, the lady had just the bolt. I tried to make it work, explained to her why it wouldn't work with either the new or the old deadbolt that she had. And I recommended this product to her because I played with this one. And I told her, I said, I've only gotten one that was like a sample from a sales rep. And that's what you need. That's what she bought. Went straight on the door. I had to adjust the strike a little bit, but it works. Let's see. Let's look here in the chat real quick. Yeah. Cornelia definitely has claimed everything. Anthony's watching the cat. Okay. There we go. Let's look here. We should make guesses on when the kittens make their appearance. I'm saying that it will probably be within the next week or so. Feel like that's a fire hazard when someone tries to kick the door in and damages the battery. Yeah. I would not, and I told the customer, I said, I would not use this on my house simply because it's a house. Her being behind layers and layers of access control. I mean, you have to have access control to get into the parking deck. You have to have access control to get into the elevator lobby. You have to have access control to go up to a floor. And access control restricts you from going to floors that don't have amenities or, other... basically, you have to stay on your floor. Let's see. Lady just called, exasperated that they were all working when I told her to bring her broken key in for cash drawer. Yeah. Gotta love those customers. Let's see. Nothing that uses cast zinc cylinders is good quality. I agree. People like to buy Yales around here because they're cheap. Yes, Yales are cheap. I would rather work on a Dollar General doorknob, which I'm gonna buy one. I don't go to the Dollar General that often, but when I do, I'm gonna look for one of their doorknobs and explain to you why that is a bane of locksmithing. Let's see. I was like, wait, are you calling me with a problem you can easily bring in here and then get exasperated when I say I'm here 10 to 4? Yeah. Alright, Jason. Buy 2, get 1 kitten free? I'm not going to sell them. Let's see. Securam is making smart locks for residential too. Not sure. Ooh. Jeff, that would be cool to see. I'm like you. I'm dubious, but it would be cool to look at. Yeah. I don't know. By the way, I need to get with you about a safe job that I'm doing. Well, it was the one I talked to you about the other day. I'll text you later. With the guard-all and the bad keypad. Yeah. I'll get with you later on that. Alright, let's bring camera around here. Let's see here. Cat names Keys, Corbin, Emart, Bits, Picky. Yeah. I suggested to my boss and his wife when they got their new dog that they named her Ruko. Rune, I figured you'd appreciate that, but I got outvoted. Plus, it wasn't my dog. I don't go to the Dollar General often, but when I do, I buy locks. Yeah. Dollar General is the store where people go to when they don't want to get dressed up for Walmart. And if you've ever looked at peopleofwalmart.com, you know what I'm talking about. So, Rune, do y'all have Walmart in Denmark? I don't think so. Anyway, alright, so finally, 45 minutes into it, here's the Kaba 7000. Took this off a while back. This is the one, this was on the house that I sent some of you pictures of. I think I might have posted it. Anyway, where I replaced it with an encode, but I had to do a push plate on the back to offset where this had been. It's just been sitting over here. The buttons, if I clear that out, 1 clicks, 2 clicks, 3 doesn't click, 4 kind of, 5 kind of, we'll do, yeah, 5, 4, and 3 don't click. So it's wore out. This would be what you would see on the inside, roughly. Turn the thumb turn to extend the bolt and lock it. This is your, this is your combination change. You would just take a screwdriver, turn that to hit the combo change. You know, Jay has done a lot of videos on this. And so he is who I would go to. If my boss doesn't know something about him, then Jay's going to be the first person that I call, because he works on these all the time. But we're just going to tear this thing apart. So these would go through the door. Let's look at the chat. Old cast and milled cylinders were at least starting. Yeah. So 17 votes. 17 votes and 88% of voters say, yes, Yale residential hardware does suck. Yes. I used to think Yale was great. Let's see, closest to me is the Dollar General. Hey, Ken _. See, Linus Yale. Yeah, that would be a good name. Linus, Corbin, Russell, Irwin, Eagle, Lockwood, Walter, Schleg. Yep. See, Walmart is not here yet. We do not even have a national Amazon branch yet. Wow. We've got like 4 Amazon warehouses just in the immediate area. Which, I mean, that's kind of cool, because if you have Prime and you order something, then it does get here very quickly. And it creates a lot of jobs locally, both for warehouse workers and for delivery people. So that's good. I mean, I'm all for local jobs, you know? Who isn't? Failure of the code chamber. Yep. Master lock. I had to, not this past week, but week before, I actually had to cut one of the Master Lock 100-year anniversary padlocks off of a, what was it, trailer hitch or something? Guy lost the key for it. And it was in such an awkward position. I could not get in to pick it. So yes, after I did try. After like 15 minutes of trying to pick, I said, all right, either you can go home and hope that you find the key, or I can cut it off right now. And he said, cut it off right now. I said, okay. That's what's keeping that. I think, maybe. Under the screw under the paper. See, I didn't know that. There it is. Thank you, Jay. That would explain why the back cover was not coming off easily. I was gonna name my dog Kaba, but the wife said no. Let's see. Old Yale was great, yes. All right, so here's our internals, code chamber. Pull these screws out here. Rhino, Schwab, or Liberty. Why not Heyman? You know? Heyman. Sounds like a dog's name. Kind of like Ruko. I don't think Ruko would be a good cat's name. Sounds more like a dog. Alright. So here is our code chamber. Made in 07. Okay, 1 clicks, 2 clicks, 3 doesn't, 4 doesn't, 5 doesn't. And that is our little reset button right there, or the little code change button. So you actually have to input, what is it? You input the new code and then you can hit that and it will allow you to change it. Yeah, if you had this failure in the field and the customer wanted to keep this log, you would order a new one of these and just swap it out. There's not really anything to take apart on here. What the hell? Let's blow it up. Another tiny screwdriver. This one's not going back together. Sorry if I'm blocking the view. Whoop. That pulls off. Is that pinned down? Might be. No, there we go. Nope, pull the back cover. Well, I'm already on the front cover. There we go. There we go. Okay, now I see what you're talking about. All my buttons are tilted. Ain't never done this. Turn shit up. God. This is worse than trying to put a mortise body back together. There we go. Okay. What's that? Where's my shrum tool when I need one? There we go. Okay. So if I remember correctly, the way that you decode these is if the notch is already lined up, then that number is not used. Is that correct? Or it's already been punched in? Geez, I don't have anything out here. See, so that's in place. Because basically you want these little things to come up into these notches. And you want all of these to line up. Like that. That way this can go up. See if we can get... I know y'all are screaming at me in the chat right now, but let's see. This is where he drops the front buttons out. I didn't drop any front buttons. Caught it just in time. May still be able to get a free replacement chamber for that under the class action. That's cool. Not the front. Yeah, like a Swiss watch. Yep. Ask the cat. Yep. Press the button where the notch is furthest away. Start with the furthest rotation. Okay. Alan Corson, good morning. Kevin Kopke, good morning. Yes, it has been a while. Chamber is garbage. Yep. Been trying to tell people that. That's why you should buy a CO lock. Alright, so this one is farthest away. And it's not moving. Now this one's farthest away. It didn't move into place either. Yeah. Look at, I mean, you can see all the gears. Okay, so one was not in the combination. Two, maybe. Three. Yep, this whole thing is just bleh. I don't have any air out here, so I doubt this is gonna help. Grab a rag. Folks, this is why, unless if you live in the traditional Jewish areas, this is why you need a CO lock or a trilogy. Either one. I'll install either one. Okay, that's far away. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get this thing to slide up. But ideally, you would get these notches here lined up with these prongs here. And that would let you decode it. And once you decode it, then you would be able to press down on the reset up here, which would allow you to change your combination. Yeah, it's very, very cool. And as shot as it is, tell y'all what. For one, got Houdini all over the map. Let's see. I know you all know what I'm thinking, but I'm going to do it anyway. And there's that. I don't even know if... See, there's a Jesus clip here. There we go. Now you should be able to do whatever, whenever, right? Yeah. A lot of this stuff is peened in, and there's all these gears back here. That bar right there that turns, I honestly, I have no clue what that does. Is that that's not the change bar, is it? Well, that's what the inside of a code chamber for a simplex looks like. Yeah, in the real world, you're not even going to pull the cover off of it. Except maybe to decode it. But even still, I would just... Chamber is set to 2 and 3 and 5, okay? 2 and 3 and 5. But does it just mean screwing with it, Night Owl, that won't let it go? Or is it just... Okay, there we go. Reset it. So you got 2 and 3 and 5, but that's failing to rotate that around where it needs to be. That's good eyes for being able to see that with me just screwing with it on camera. It's the old style chamber you could open with an earth magnet. Okay, cool. LPG, yes, the smell of... I love the smell of Houdini in the morning. Let's see, 523. Would have been the code. Yeah, the 5 won't come around. There it is. Okay. So, this would go right here. And then that allows it to come up. And allows you to turn the outside turn. Should. This one's only going maybe 1/8 of a turn. Yep. I think the homeowner went with the right choice and said, you know what? We need an encode. Now, that will do your reset. So let me try, let's see. Put in the correct code, do the reset. Turn to clear the code. And then you do that. Is that correct? Okay. Let's see. If I could hook this little screw back on here. Okay. So that. And then a little clip up here. Okay, well they are all moving now. Let's see. Clear that out. I think I set it to a blank code. Okay. So yeah, now it's working. Always open. So let's do this. Change that. So hit the change button. Then you put in your new code. 1, 2. Turn it that way. All right. And then there's 1. There's 2. Not quite doing it. Let's see, just make a combo. You gotta turn it left first to reset it. Now turn it left. Yep. There we go. Okay. Push down. Reset it. I'm going to do 2 and 3. And then you go right. Correct? Probably not. I think I just set it to no code now again. All right, so push down. Left. And 2, 3. Okay, now right. Okay. Gotcha. That's right. I remember now. Maybe? No. I moved it. No. Jeez. There's that. Turn it left. Down, left, new code, right. Why didn't you just say that to start with? Okay. Three's not wanting to go. There's 2. And 3. There. That would let you turn it. I think I set it to just 3. Looks like. Well, I actually did change one. When was it? Yesterday? Yesterday or day before? It was the same job that I did the CO 100 on. They had another Kaba that was working fine. They didn't want to replace, so but they did need the combination changed on it. Yeah, I pulled up the instructions, but that's how I did it the other day, and it worked. So, anyway. Oh, Lord. All right. Let's get back up here. We've been going for hour and 10, hour, 15 minutes or so. Starting to run out of juice. Cool. Well, Jay, thank you very much for your help. Even though I royally screwed it up, you were great with your instructions. And as always, I appreciate it. Sorry, kitty. See, that's why you gotta be careful. No kitties were hurt in the making of this live. Come here. Show everybody that you're okay. Too good. Good girl. Now you have just 3 in it. Up, down, left, right, circle, square, triangle. A, A, B, B, A, 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 A. Yep. I think I remember that one. Jay, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Even though I screwed it up, still, I think we learned a lot about it. People who had never seen the code chamber before got to see it. Folks, if you're watching this after today's live, please refer to LocksNY's channel. He has all of the videos on Kaba simplex locks and can easily walk you through everything that you need to know about them. So please, hit up my friend, Jay, LocksNY. There. Up, up, down, down, B, A, B, A, start. Yep, that was it. That was the code. Let's see. Not let her on the map. Yeah. I think she'll be okay. She's been out here. No. Here's Houdini. Yep, all the buttons just fell out. No. Kitties can't have Houdinis. No. There's nothing sharp on there, so she's alright. Are you making new emojis again? Thank you. Alright, so since I've been going for a while and y'all are probably tired of hearing my voice, I'm gonna go ahead and start signing off. Can someone add the link? Let's see. Yeah, can somebody add the link to Jay's channel, please? I'd really appreciate that. Call the buttons. Yeah, Jay, I've got to catch up with your videos too, just like Kevin said. I was actually going to prepare and do some homework and watch one of your videos on these locks before starting today, but well, y'all just saw how prepared I was. All right, thank you, Night Owl, for getting the link in there. Jack Skellington on the right side. Sure. Dana, I think you might just be weird. She does have an issue with her fur right there. I don't know if it's stretch marks or not, but we'll see. The vet didn't seem to pick up on it. Yeah, stepping in the Houdini. Will you be okay? Stepping in Houdini would be better than dipping her paw in my adult beverage when I was out here with her the other night. So, alrighty. Alright, folks. So I've got to go in and I got to start the regular house cleaning stuff and then possibly start on that back bedroom. I really don't want to tackle that, but I think it's going to be a good project for me to do. I also have a new television, finally. I know I told y'all the TV drama. Walmart had a sale on LG 55 inches, and I got the refund check from the Hisense that gave me all the trouble. So far, the LG is pretty good. It's got an awesome picture on it. So, I don't know. I might sit down and watch some TV too. But, anyway, it's like 2 eyes and a mouth. Maybe. Alright, so Cornelia and I are going to be signing off. I think, like I said, she's probably due to pop any day. She's looking rather ample. And she's been eating like a horse, haven't you? So, anyhow, gonna go ahead and start signing off. Jay, again, thank you. Night Owl, Rune, Dana, everybody else, thank you all. Y'all have been great. I may try to stop by Jason's live for a few minutes. Don't know. Upcoming lives, I'm still working on getting some guests. I've got two that I've contacted with, and they've said yes. I want to do it, but we've not evolved it since then. Jay, I would like to get you on here one Saturday. Rune as well. I'd like to get you. So we can. So yeah, we can do that because I've not had a guest on live in a while, and I need to. And also, if you run your own channel, you are more than welcome to use my Zoom account for any collaborations that you would want to do on your channel. Just send me an email or a text if you have my number, and I will set that up with you to where you can do that and have a guest and record video or whatever you need to do. That's one of the things that I said when I got that Zoom account, is that I would give access to it for lock sporters and locksmiths on YouTube to be able to do videos. Also, I think Jeff and I had talked about it a little bit, but I think we want to start doing some lock sport meetups virtually. I'm going to put that ball in Jeff's court. I know he is watching this, even if he's not live right now. I think that he will watch the replay, hopefully to the end. If not, I'll chat with him and see. But I'd like to do that. That way we could all be on a Zoom. It wouldn't be on YouTube, but we could all just sit down and kind of chat, get together. Let's see. LPG is guessing Friday for kittens. All right, LPG, I'm going to put you down for Friday. You win absolutely nothing if you're right, other than satisfaction. But yes, I am hoping that it will be on a weekend when I'm here. Guessing that's probably not going to happen though. Let's see. Time to cut the grass real quick. Yeah. Firefighter 1241, when you're done cutting your grass, come over here and cut mine, please. The lawnmower, that's another weekend project. Got to work on the lawnmower. Anthony, we both thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's see. Dana, have I heard from Caesar? I have not seen Caesar in a while, but my boss just had lunch with him a couple 3 days ago. I didn't know that he was having lunch with him, otherwise I would have had my boss shake him down for your stuff. But yes, we will, I will stay on top of that. If anything, I have your address, and I have a little bit of money right now before the babies come, and I will send you some stuff as well. So I've got your address. I'll take care of you. You know that. Let's see. Cornelia wants her own channel. Yeah, pretty sure she does. If I had an extra camera, I would actually set it up, because she's got her little nest set up that I helped her set up over there in the corner. If I had an extra camera, I would set up a live stream, but I don't. Let's see, who else here? It's you. Dana, all right, we'll put you down for Wednesday. And live kitten birth during next Saturday for Rune. Oh, Lord, y'all want to see me panic? Yeah. Yep. Alrighty, folks. So, y'all have a great weekend. Until next time, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay out of trouble. We'll see you next time.